This how you know if it makes sense to do the deal, okay? It gives you all your numbers, what you need at closing, right? $42,000 you need to bring to closing to take this property. So a $170,000 property, you need to bring $42,000 to closing to get this property. All right, they're gonna give you the construction budget, 75K. They're gonna give you that. Hard money's gonna give you guys that. Right? You don't have to worry about it. What's the holding cost? Remember, we said we're gonna hold this for about 6 months. So during those 6 months, we still gotta be paying to the hard money. Okay, we gotta pay $10,000 during that 6 months. That's your holding cost. All right, selling cost. Okay, this is what basically after paying the realtor fee, the attorneys, all right, conveyance tax, okay, and whatever else is associated, this is typically a roundabout number, right? These are soft numbers that they're not gonna be exactly to the T, but it's gonna be very close. All right, but here's your profit, family. Let's talk about the profit. What's the estimated profit if everything goes well? About $100,000. You guys invested what? 40, 50, 60,000 to turn around and make this kind of money. So let's walk through my deal. Let's walk through my deal. Well, this is basically my deal, right? This is basically my deal right here, right? I was supposed to make $94,000 off this, but I had a different idea. I'll tell you guys my idea. But this is what we did with this. Instead of doing a single family, I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Right here, I got 10 fishes in there.
Let's pause this for a second. This is my contractor. Linnea met him. His name is C's. It's my contractor, my partner, all right? We took that single family, broke it down, and we did 10 efficiencies, 10 units in it, right? So instead of just doing a regular rehab, we came in here and did a whole different transformation, right? Construction was supposed to only be $75,000, remember? We put in $250,000, all right? Much more than what it cost, way more of the budget, right? But remember the numbers, 170 purchase, 250 on the rehab. Remember those numbers, 170,000, okay, then 250,000 in the rehab. This is what it looks like now.
What up? This is my 10 unit right here. I got 10 fishes in there. Got 3 on this floor right here, 3 on the second floor, 2 in the basement, and 2 on the top. It's 10. They all the fishes. We got different fish. Got your kitchen, refrigerator, cooktop, sink. You go in your door to the bathroom, open the bathroom, your toilet, sink, your shower, your closet space too. Crazy. Right here, I'm gonna set up voice and video. So if you open the top floor and somebody you get a delivery or you get somebody come to see you, instead of you running all the way up there to come down here, the wrong person, the wrong doorbell, you can see them and talk to them from your room.
So the idea here, family, is we got 10 units. We can do travel nurses. We could do Airbnb. Currently, we're doing veterans assistance. We got VAs occupying about 6 of these units out of the 10. So that's guaranteed monthly income. All right, that's guaranteed monthly income. Let's finish it with this.
When you walk in, you got your bed, your kitchen right here, your refrigerator, your cabinets, got your stand-up shower, your toilet. They're trying to give you New York vibes, baby. Also got the, like I told you downstairs, the voice and video. You don't gotta go downstairs to see what to do. Put a nice TV up here. This is basically gonna be for like Airbnb, traveling nurses, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Show y'all the room. The mini split right here is called mini split cassette. This right here blow heat and cold air. Right here. Every unit the same way. Your refrigerator, your cabinet, your sink, bathroom sink, your toilet.
We make sure zoning is correct. You know, we make sure we pull permits. We make sure everything is tight, right? Now, it doesn't stop there, family. I wanted to share that with you guys. We shot that video months ago. It's occupied now. Now, let's continue. Okay, this was the pictures of. You see how nice it looked, right? This is I'm not a visionary when it comes, when you get it like this, I hate seeing it like this. This is how I look. My contractor, my partner sees he's the visionary. This is how I started. This is ugly. Remember, we were only supposed to make $94,000 off the net, right, family? Do y'all remember that? What was the numbers? 170 in, and how much did we invest with the rehab? Anybody remember? 250. Gage, you paying attention? Let's get it. Bobby's on it too. Let's get it. So let me tell you guys what it's appraised for recently, because now we're not dealing residential anymore. We get into that commercial, right? We get into that commercial side of it. Here's the appraisal. We just did the appraisal, okay? Use this company. Did appraisal, same address. I'm just showing you guys what's going on, keeping everything consistent. So you guys know ain't no cap in my game.
Let's get that.
Right. I'm getting a lot of inquiries about real estate because now I'm talking a little bit more about it. You know me, I've been following my journey. I usually just talk credit, or I have been in the past anyway. I usually just tell people how to access capital, fix the credit, but there's a science behind why that is essential, right? Many of us don't have the tools to build wealth, and credit is one of those tools that you can actually use to really fast forward the process of building wealth, right? Most people know you got to have money to make money, or you need money to make money. Well, if you don't have money, then how are you going to make money, right? How are you going to be able to make the money? So leveraging good credit is the way that we utilize, our own information to access capital. All right. You don't have to depend on people. You don't have to raise capital. You don't have to, hey man, you don't have to save for the next 10 years just before you can get into the game. Leverage your credit to get active. We're talking about flips tonight. Brandon, we're talking about flips tonight. And it's really just the tools that you can use to get into real estate. So whether it's flips, whether it's wholesaling, there's many different ways you could go about it. So this is very like 101 information, but it's vital information so you guys can understand how to get into the game and make some capital. Okay. So let me share my screen here. So this one's called How to Invest in Real Estate with No Money Out of Pocket. Okay, because most of us don't have money to do real estate anyway. So, we got to leverage our credit, like I've been saying all the time, to get into the game. And even if you have the capital, sometimes you don't want to use it. You might want to put it into something else. If you have the capital, it should be working for you though. So, never be afraid to invest it. It's not making you money sitting under the mattress. It's not making you money sitting in the bank account. Okay, I don't even care if it's a high yielding savings account. It's better options out there to make more money, make your money make more money for you. So, okay, we'll get into that. Today's agenda, just a simple roadmap to funding. I could talk hours on funding. I could talk days on funding. I have talked days on funding. I would never stop talking about funding. I would never stop talking about credit. I would never stop talking about the foundation, because without the foundation, none of the rest of this stuff exists, right? The foundation is everything. And foundation is that credit, is the funding, is your structure on your credit profile and your business profile. That's what you need to focus on to get to the funding bags. All right. Most people just give you guys the shiny object syndromes, right? They just dangle these shiny objects in front of you like, hey, you can get 100 grand here, you can get 50 grand here, you can do this, you can do that, without giving you guys the structure. So if you haven't tapped into, how to actually structure your personal credit and structure your business profile, come into my Discord, join one of my classes and just learn that. But we can't talk about the structure tonight. We're kind of fast forward the structure because, we'll be here all night. But if you need help with that, you still don't really understand how to tap into your personal credit the right way and structure it the right way, please join the class. Get the $7 bundle or something. It's still going. You could learn the basics of fixing your credit, building your credit, and getting funding. But today we'll talk about a simple roadmap to funding, right? How you can access 6 figures in funding to buy real estate, invest into real estate, okay? And you can also follow the 3S process. And I'll explain my 3S process in just a minute, okay? But You don't have to have any experience to do this. It's really about the team, right? You want to leverage someone else's 10,000 hours. Leverage someone else's 10,000 hours, okay? So if you're not a credit expert, you don't know much about credit, you don't need to spend 10,000 hours learning about it. You don't need to spend all your time on YouTube trying to figure out how it works. You leverage my 10,000 hours of studying and understanding it so you can fast forward that process. All right, same thing with real estate. If you don't understand it, you know, you're new to it, you got to team up with someone who does understand it, someone who has been putting hours in, okay, like myself and others that I have on my team. All right, so you don't always need to know it all. You just need to know enough so you can understand what's going on. All right, so let's get into it, fam. If you're new to this webinar, you're new to my community, you're new to just my page or whatever the case may be, maybe you just jumped on here from a message sent to you from a friend or family member. My name is Prada Jones, and I am the student of credit. Credit is my foundation. Yeah, that's my background. That's what I've been working on for the last 5 to 7 years now. And, you know, we've been getting crazy with it. I got into credit based on doing real estate. All right, so I was doing real estate, flipping homes, couldn't really access capital the way I wanted to take advantage of more deals. So I started looking into real estate or credit rather to help me access capital to do more real estate. All right, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, and I picked up some gems from that book, and that's what started my whole entire process of figuring out how to leverage credit to gain more capital to do more deals. But if you're not into real estate, you're into business buying, you're into starting a business, scaling a business, you're just into investing, whatever the case may be, leveraging your credit is a super tool that you can use to access capital. The name of the game is to have enough money where you don't need credit and have enough credit where you don't need money. All right, so, or don't need cash, should I say. All right, quick exercise. Make sure y'all still out there. You're not sleepy. Y'all still ready to get active. Who on this call has a business? Drop a 1 if you have a business. Okay, got a business, super dope, super dope. All right, big business people. Drop a 2 if you have if you're investing in real estate. Drop a 2 if you're investing in real estate. Dope, super dope. I always like to know who's on the calls. Drop a 1 and a 2 if you have a business in real estate. So drop 12. Put a 12 in. Put a 12 in. All right, you guys are getting super active. Super duper active. All right, so let me know of those folks that have a business or have a invested in real estate. Drop a 3 if you're using the bank's money to scale your business or invest in real estate. Either one. Drop a 3. All right, you guys are getting super active. Super active. Of those that dropped the 3, if you drop the 3, hard money is definitely sufficient. If you drop the 3, how many of you guys have access capital from the banks of 100K or more? Drop a 4 if you have access to 100K or more. Drop a 4. If you already access $100,000 or more from the bank. All right. Okay. Dropping you on your way. You're on your way. But why do I say 100K? And there's only a handful of us, right? So we've been doing things. We've all been kind of getting active, right? 12 months for sure, right? We get active. And why do I say 100K? Well, 100K is a really good number to get in the game with. If you got 6 figures in capital, we can turn 100,000 into about 30, 40,000 on a flip, okay? And that's a game changer for many people. To have an additional $40,000 and you use someone else's money to make that, okay? That's like a 40% return on your money, right? It's beautiful. You don't get that just having your money in a savings account. You won't get that having your money under the mattress. You won't get that in most deals. So if you realize or you study millionaires and their strategies, most of them are in real estate in some form or fashion, right? Yeah, Alan, let's get it. You'll have that 100K in no time, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So here's the question. Is it easier to access 100K or save 100K? If you feel like it's access, put 1. If you feel like save, put a 2. If it's easier to access, put 1. If you feel like saving is easier, put a 2. A lot of ones. A lot of ones. You guys are active. You guys be understanding, right? Because we don't need to save it, right? We don't need to save that kind of money to be able to invest. If you have it, you have saved it, great. But accessing it is the way to go, family, right? I can borrow it from a friend. I could borrow it from a family member. It's not mine, but I'm accessing it so I could go make the money. I could make that money work for us. All right. You get 100K from the banks. All right. We access it from the banks by leveraging our credit. All right. We pool money together, accessing money capital so we could do deals. There's so many creative ways you can access 100K that now you can turn around and make investments to pay you back and your investors. So saving shouldn't be in the picture. And there's another thing about saving or investing with your saved money versus your access money, right? The access capital versus the saved capital. There's no emotional attachment to that money. Okay? There's no emotional attachment to that money. So if you saved 100,000 and I came to you and said, hey, I have a deal of the lifetime, right? I have a deal of the lifetime. Investment is going to cost you 100,000, but you can make, let's call it 300,000. You might not want to give up that 100K because that's your last 100K. You worked so hard for it, right? You worked hard for it. You just don't want to release it. You don't want to get away from it. You want to keep looking at it. You want to, whether it's under the mattress or in your bank account, you want to make sure you got your eyes on it at all times. But if the bank gives us a 100K line of credit, hey, come around with that same offer. You're like, I got something right here. It's not doing anything. Let's make the numbers make sense. Boom, we get straight to it. All right, so definitely focus on accessing versus trying to save that capital before you make a move. It'll be the fastest way to get in the game. Okay. So you guys already know, I always come with some stats, right? The population of the US is like 337 million people. Most of those households only have $1,000 in a checkings or savings account. Okay. 7% of those people, 7% or more, of the 337 million people have 100K in a savings account. So about 7% of, call it almost 400 million people have 100K. It's like ridiculous, right? But that's the truth of how life goes. That's how we're living. Our neighbors, our friends, our family members, we don't have money. We don't have the money, okay? We don't have the money. So what happens is you ignore a lot of opportunities because we don't have money. We don't have access to capital, okay? But of that 7%, majority of them are elders, right? Elders, and that's retirement money. That's not investment money. This money that they're gonna live on for the rest of their lives because they're not working, and they just wanna chill. So they're penny pinching that 100K or more, right, for the remainder of life. They're not taking that 100K to go make more money. So the truth of the matter is most Americans will die without ever saving that type of money. So if you're sitting here like, I'm gonna save 100K before I get into the game, it's just not realistic. It's just not realistic. For many of us in America, it's just not realistic. And around the world, okay? So this is why I came up with the 3S process, right? 3 steps, 3 easy steps. Anytime you hear me talk, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm always gonna refer to this 3-step process. We call it the 3 S's. Structure, sequence, strategy. I gotta beat it in and if you guys are in the community, you've heard this before, I'm gonna beat it in your head. If this is new to you, I'm glad you're hearing it tonight, okay? Structure, you gotta fix your credit. Nothing exists for this strategy if you don't have good credit, family. Nothing. You gotta build personal credit and business credit as well, because it's not just about the credit score. Not just about your credit score. All right. Then we're going to talk about sequence. What banks are we going to go to? We got to identify which banks we go to. All right. What credit bureaus do they pull from? You got to build relationships. Lenders are our partners. The lenders are our partners. They give us the money to go out there and execute deals because they don't have deals. Lenders don't have deals. They're not geniuses like us. We're all unique people. We all have certain qualities about us that people want to pay for, and lenders want to team up when it makes sense. So when the capital meets these opportunities, it's holy matrimony, all right? And then finally, strategy, guys, strategy. I don't care if you buy businesses. I don't care if you start businesses and scale them. I don't care if you are in the Airbnbs and doing arbitrage. I don't care if you're in the Turo. I don't care if you're in a real estate. Whatever the case is, you take the money that you got from the banks, you put it into something that works. right? Have your discernment on where you put the money. Of course, do your underwriting, do your due diligence, right? Because every deal doesn't make sense, but strategies are everywhere. Don't focus on the strategy, focus on the structure, focus on the sequence, and that's your foundation, all right? Start there. You don't have any money at all. You gotta find some kind of income, a job, side hustle, something to bring in income so you can start focusing on fixing that credit and building the credit. Because 12 to 24 months from doing that, you'll be able to get 100K or more. I'll tell you one thing, time is gonna go by regardless. So whether you start today or you started 12 months ago, the sooner you start, the sooner you can get active, and the time is going to pass and you're going to be able to access what you need eventually. Don't look at 24 months like it's too far. Don't look at the next 12 months like it's too far. The time's going to go by regardless. And if you don't start putting the seeds in today, then you will never bear any fruit in the future. That's how it goes. All right. So if you have trouble with credit, do it yourself. Do it with you. Do it for you. I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done. Get it done. Go out there and get it done, because like I said, nothing happens unless we have the credit fixed. That's one. All right. You got inquiries, you got bankruptcies, repos, collections, charge-offs, whatever the case may be. Whether you come to me and my team, you go out there and learn it yourself. You come into the Discord and learn it yourself. You go pay another company. I don't care how you do it, just get it. All right, you got to get it done. All right. Before we go live, here's a QR code to get into Discord. All right. Why do I want to show you? Why do I want to go live? Why do I want to go live? Let's go live. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's in the Discord. You come in here, you're going to see me and a whole bunch of other great individuals, like-minded individuals getting active. But the real reason I want to show you guys the Discord is because we have the credit repair area where you get all the letters, the templates that you guys need. Right? Everything that you need to fix your credit, personal information, late payments, collections, inquiries, anything that you need is in here, right? All the letters, all the templates. Beyond that, we do weekly calls, weekly Thursday calls, right? And you can always come back and replay them if you missed them. You got the replay section right here, all right? Come in and you get the replays. Just last Thursday was our last call. This was on credit with my guy Damien and Jeremy, okay? They talk about Metro 2 disputing. They talk about factual disputing. They talk about, starting a credit repair company, right? Let's go. So, I got the link. Let's go. You know what I mean? So you guys jump in here, play the replays, get in the conversation, right? You can also chat in live time, asking questions about credit that you need, all right? You need help, jump right here, okay? So that's what we do here, family. Right, if you need help with anything credit related, get in the Discord. Get in the Discord. All right. Get in the Discord. Hey Lee, what's good, my brother? I dropped the link again. But let's move on. Let's get back to it. All right. So that's the Discord QR code. Now, fast forward. Talked about fixing the credit. You fixed the credit now, right? Let's imagine you didn't need credit repair, or you already fixed your credit. Okay? You fixed your credit, you're ready to get active. Now, the next thing we need to do is structure the personal profile and the business profile, which you'll get all that information in the Discord, right? You get all of that information. Okay? But at minimum, before we go get funding, because that's what everybody cares about. Oh, I need funding. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I got to do this, right? This is how you need to look before we get there. 680 minimum credit score. All right. 0 derogatory marks, which refers back to credit repair, late payments, collections, charge-offs, etc. Right? 2 to 3 primary accounts. If you don't have those, that's part of structuring and building the personal profile. We'll get those. No authorized user trade lines. Okay. Those are not going to help you get business funding. Authorized user trade lines are not going to get you the business funding. We need business funding to invest in real estate. We're not using our personal credit. That's why I'm talking about business funding, family. All right. Personal credit is not what we're going to use to make our investments. We're going to use business funding, right? Under 4 inquiries in the last 6 to 12 months, and an LLC or INC with your EIN number. This is the prerequisites for business funding, Obviously, there's many more tiers and many more levels to this, but if you come looking anything like this, you can get access to capital. You can get access to capital. All right, so let's talk about funding. Some people talk about PG versus non-PG. Everybody doesn't want to put their personal credit up there. Non-PG, I don't want to do PG. All right, so let me tell you about PG or non-PG. Non-PG is the longer route, right? Most people do this when the personal credit is no good, but the caveat is you need revenue. You have to have revenue, all right? So if you have revenue, but your credit isn't right, you have high revenue, I'm talking 10K or more monthly, right? Ideally, you can get, non-PG funding. You set up your Dun & Bradstreet, right? Get your Paydex score, your Experian business, Equifax business, okay? And then you start that process, that long drawn out process of getting, net 30 accounts and building up business credit scores and things like that, right? I gave you guys a few options, Uline, Quill, Granger, okay? Absolutely. Definitely like that, Linnea. You know what I mean? So PG though, we fast forward. We get straight to the business, okay? We get straight to the business. As long as you fix your credit, you build your credit the right way, you can get access to that 6 figures that I keep talking about. And it looks like this, right? But I give you a few more options for non-PG, right? If you got the income, you got the revenue, go to Divvy, go to Turpago. Sam's Club is a great one. Capital on Tap is a great one. Those are my two. My two go-to non-PG is Sam's Club and Capital on Tap, right? Yeah, you can, with an 88 business score, you could go to Sam's Club and get a non-PG credit card. Capital on Tap might do a soft pull, okay? Turpago wants to see revenue, Divvy wants to see revenue, and they'll match you. All right, they'll match what you have in your bank account. Okay, but that's non-PG. All right, when we talk about PG though, right, we start getting into the real sequence. Remember the 3S strategy, family. What's the 3S strategy? Quick test. What's the 3S strategy? What's number one? If you're still with me, structure. Let's go, Gage. Let's go, April. Let's go. Structure. What's number two? Right on the screen. Sequence. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all got it. Let's go. What's number three? Strategy. Let's get it. Y'all live it. Y'all still here. Y'all still active. Let's go. Because that's all that matters. Fix the credit. You get access to capital. You have it work for you. Straight like that. So when we talking sequence, this is a 3-step play right here, right? Different types of funding. Loans, lines of credit, credit cards. Loans, lines of credit, credit cards. All right. We use credit cards when we have a new business because you can't get loans and lines of credit. New businesses only get credit cards because the banks want to see you've been established for like 2 years before you can start getting loans and lines of credit. Okay. So we get the credit cards with the new business. We run a play like Amex, US Bank, Key Bank. Notice they all pool different credit bureaus. Amex is Experian. US Bank is TransUnion. Key Bank is Equifax. You went to 3 banks getting 1 credit pool per bureau, right? This sequence alone is a 100K sequence. Because you could go to Amex and get 20, 30. You go to US Bank, get another 20, 30. You go to Key Bank, you can get up to 50K on 1 credit card. All right. Yeah, so Orlean, definitely tap in. We'll help you out. We'll get you access. Sometimes you just got to clean certain things up. All right, so we run this play. We get access to capital. Simple, easy. Simple and easy. Now you got 100K. Now you got 100K. If you need it to go and get more funding, I give you some more places to go, right? This is how the sequence runs. Amex, PNC, those are our favorite. PNC has the convenience checks, all right? TransUnion, we go get our Elon Financial with more convenience checks. What the convenience checks does is it allows us to write a check right from the credit card. So we don't have to do a crazy liquidation process, all right? Very simple. Key Bank has it as well. Okay, we shoot over the Chase, we get these high limit credit cards, 50K, 60K, 70K. You don't need anybody to give you the plug to get these high limits. You just need to know how to structure your business and your personal credit to get access to this. I'm not selling you on funding. I'm not selling you on, oh, come and let me do your funding and we'll do a 10% split. And I don't care about that. I'll teach you how to do it. I'm going to teach you how to do it. I've been teaching it for the last 2 years. So if you still don't know it, that just means you don't have the patience to learn it, come to a class and sit down and learn it. So at that point, then if you want to give up 10%, sure. But I'd rather everyone understand how to do it so you can continuously access the capital. All right. Easy sequence, easy funding play. Easy sequence, easy funding play. All right. Yeah, Roberto, I got y'all. The strategy, real estate, buy businesses, flips, B&Bs, M&A, whatever, right? This is what I do. You guys don't have to do this, but I love this. I love real estate. I love buying businesses. This is my strategy. I won't spend too much time on strategy because we can sit here for another week on strategy. But tonight we're going to talk about flips. We're going to talk about flips. Okay? If you jumped on this live because you seen a post I did with Airbnb, drop a one about Airbnb earlier today. If you jumped on this, all right, so one person, Roberto, you seen that? All right, that's great. If you jumped on this webinar because you've seen the Airbnb post, drop a one. So we got 3 people, 4 people, that's great. So Airbnb play, if you came on a challenge last week or the week before, then you understand how Airbnb works. But I just added the Airbnb feature to what I'm going to explain to you guys about flips tonight. Sometimes you flip, sometimes you hold. Sometimes you make money in between the flip before you sell. It's just different strategies, but we're going to get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right. How do we find these properties you always talking about? People talking about, I need to do credit, or I need to figure out how to get in the game of real estate, right? Whether your credit's good, credit's bad, you can still make money in real estate. We did a whole entire week on this topic. Whole entire week. We actually did 2 months on this topic. How to find property. Okay? If you're in Investors Academy, you have access to this. Okay? Find a wholesaler. You guys got to start connecting with people. Anybody on the call is a wholesaler, drop a 1 in the chat right now. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're a wholesaler. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're a wholesaler right now. If you're not a wholesaler, it's cool. And I'll tell you what wholesalers do. Drop a 1 in the chat. Roberto's son. Yemen. Okay. Emil. Okay. My wholesalers, get active. Let's get busy. Come rock with me. I'm in Philly. I'm looking for deals. Okay. I like to deal with wholesalers because they take the time out. Their whole business model is finding off-market deals or deals that they can make sense. They can make money and then it makes sense for the investors. Right? I love wholesalers. Okay, they find properties, they set themselves in the middle, right? They find properties. I'm gonna show you guys a quick way to find properties, right? They just do their due diligence, finding properties and matching them up with investors like us. We're all investors on this call, okay? So the wholesalers go out there, they do the heavy lifting, and we'll just take the properties off their hands, okay? While you're in your city, drive for dollars, okay? Drive for dollars. If you're in your city, drive for dollars. What does that mean? That means when you're driving and you see certain properties, the grass is high, or they have, the grass being high means no one's there to take care of the property. So that might be an abandoned owner, right? Absentee owner. Or you see some boarded up property, the windows are boarded up or cracked up, or you see certain features about this house that you think that no one lives there, or they may not have the money to take care of that property, you can actually reach out to them. So while you're driving around, you're noticing these different properties in your area, especially if you're in an urban area. If you're in an urban area, you can now take advantage of those properties. You need to find out what's going on with that property owner, right? I'm gonna tell you how to be able to access them. Yes, you can go right up there and knock on their door, knock all day, Mike, right? You can go and knock on their door and ask them, hey, who owns this property? Are you the owner? Are you interested in selling it? Okay, and you don't even have to have any money. You don't have to have $1. We'll figure out how to get the money. What we need to understand is, what's the motivation of this seller? Is it possible for us to buy it? Okay, you need investor-friendly realtors. Connections. I'm none of these things on here, family. I'm not a wholesaler. I'm not a realtor. I might drive for dollars just because now I'm riding through, when I'm riding through the hood, right? The hood has the money. The hood has the money. Quick story. I was at this convention one time and some guys, some pretty guys, all suited and booted, they said something to me. They said, all the money's in the hood, right? I didn't really understand what the hell that shit meant at the time. They said all the money's in the hood. They said I would never invest in, Beverly Hills or different places that have, mansions and things like that. I invest in the hood because people in the hood, they like to rent. They don't own things. They don't own property. The investors that own most of the property in the hood do not live in the hood. People in the hood are renters. And it's not because he's saying, oh, people in the hood don't have money or whatever the case may be. Well, that's part of it. But all he's saying is he likes to have rental income. You don't get much rental income in suburban areas because in the suburban areas, people buy their homes. Click them. So now, I'm from Newark. I used to ride around in Newark. Like, I need to leave Newark. I need to get away from here. I need to get out of here. This place is bringing me down. Suffering here. All I see is liquor stores and dope fiends and all kind of crap. But nowadays, when I ride through the city, I'm like, golly, this place is a gold mine because there's so much property that you can get into, invest into, and make money from. All right. So don't run away from the hood, especially if you're still in the hood. And if you're not in the hood, when you go through the hood, you got to look at it a different way, through a different lens. There's money to make in the hood. Right? Now, talk about it. Finding these properties. You guys get active. Network. Facebook group. Go into these Facebook groups. If you're not a part of the Investors Academy, and even if you are, and you're really intentional about getting active, go in a Facebook group. Go into Facebook groups. There's a Facebook group on every single thing out there. If you like planting sunflowers, there's probably a Facebook group for it. So the real estate groups, you could go join them. See what people are saying. There's a lot of BS going on in Facebook groups, so don't just jump into anything, but at least you're around the conversations, right? You're around the conversations. Meetups. Go to meetup.com. Find a meetup, a real estate meetup in your area. They're usually free. Just go learn what's going on in your market. Find people that's working in your market. All right? See what's going on. And then finally, if you like to be at home, working from home, you use PropStream. PropWire. Anybody know? Drop a one if you know about PropStream. Most of us should know about PropStream. Drop a one if you know about PropStream. Gage, Robin, Mimi, Bobby, Melissa. Few of us, right? PropStream is a dope tool. Let's go live. Is that my next? I gotta go live real quick. Just so you guys know what PropStream is all about. What is PropStream? All right, PropStream. So they say they're the #1 real estate lead generation software. All right, so when we're trying to find properties, we got to use a tool like PropStream, but PropStream costs money. I'm going to give you guys PropWire. It's a free service that does exactly the same thing. PropWire, right? We're going to use PropWire here in just a second. All right. So that gets out the way of finding the deal, right? Then he says it, yeah, it's definitely better. It's cheaper. All right. So find your deals. Find your deals. The deals are everywhere. All right. Then we got to run our numbers. Let's run our numbers. This is where you start building out your team. Where's your team? Who's on your team? You got to walk that property. If you like that property, let's just say you drove for dollars, you knocked on that door, they say, hey, yeah, we're interested in selling. Okay? You need two major people on your team. You need to walk the property with a seasoned contractor to see what that property needs. And then you also need a realtor. Why realtor? Well, the realtor is going to give you guys the comps, right? PropStream and PropWire also gives you comps. But if you're still unsure, then you can still talk to your realtor to run the comps for you on that property. All right. Use the Flipalytics evaluator tool. What's that mean? Were you guys on a challenge? Anybody on a challenge? You remember what the Flipalytics evaluator tool is? Drop a one if you was on the challenge and you remember what the Flipalytics tool was. Drop a one. Big Mike, Josh, okay, Robin. All right. Leilani, Donald. Okay. Yak, Linnea, few of us. I'm gonna run through it really fast because this is really what we use in real time. All right, I'm gonna come right back to that. But once you understand the numbers, you use hard money, right? Hard money lender. I think I keep seeing somebody drop gems or drop their information on hard money, right? In the chat. Use a hard money lender to finance most of the deal. 80%, 90% of the deal. And the other 10% that you have to bring to the table, or 20%, you can pull it right off your credit cards or loans or lines of credit, right? If you don't want to use hard money, you could buy the entire property off of your loans, lines of credit, or your credit cards, just depending on how much you get approved for. All right, so let's just run over to the Flipalytics really quick. I want to show you guys this Flipalytics calculator. All right. Flipalytics calculator. I'm gonna drop it in the chat for y'all too. Here it is. You want to learn how to run numbers? You want to learn how to check a deal out? Okay. All right. We're gonna flip screens too because you got to have a deal to know what this looks like. So let's walk through it in real time. This is one of my properties I bought with my partner. All right, as you guys can see, sold on the first, January of last year, right? This is when we bought it. We bought this property cash because the deal was just so good, but we weren't ready to, execute on it. The deal was just too good to let go. So we're like, all right, we put our money together, $170,000, which you can do with business credit, business funding. You can get the same money, right? You can get the same money. Okay, our scenario was just to park our money somewhere instead of having our money sit under the mattress or in the bank account. We're like, we're gonna put it in the property. The property's not moving, it's not going anywhere. Our 170 could actually become 190, 200 in a year or two without doing anything to the property. All right, so there's no way to lose unless the market crashes, right? So we put our money in there just for safekeepings. But let's just say this property is the property that you intended to flip. Right, you got this from your realtor. You got this from, one of your wholesalers. You got it from the Facebook group. Whoever you got, you came across it, and these were their numbers. They were selling it for 170. Yeah, your old neighborhood size. Yeah, we out there. Philly's our neck of the woods. All right, so let's take the address. Let's go back to our Flipalytics. Right, project name. You can put whatever you want in there. Right, Philly Flip. Walk y'all through this really fast. Description, let's call it a single family. Okay. Address. Usually it pops up with the Google exact address. It's down right now, but nonetheless, it's okay. Property type. Single family, right? You got multifamily, you got townhomes, you got condos, duplexes. This is a single family. Where do we get all this information from? All right. Shoot it right back to Zillow. Zillow gives you all this information along with PropStream, right? I don't want to keep jumping too many places, but if I threw this in PropStream or PropWire, I'll get this information, okay? I'll get this information, right? Look at all the information that we're looking for right here. All right. Living area, 2,300 square feet. Okay, so let's jump back to our Flipalytics, right? We need the information to put in here, okay? 2,300 square feet. How many bedrooms? I don't even know. Well, when we bought it was like three bedrooms, one bath. So let's just say that, right? It's not that anymore. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we did. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Okay. Yeah, Tamika, we're gonna be breaking this down in the course. This is just me on my Sunday, let's get active type of motion, you know what I mean? Property notes, whatever you've seen in the deal you want to put in it, but we just put whatever for now. Flip. Okay. Now we'll break this down. Let's talk about the numbers. ARV. Where do we get our ARV from, family? Anybody that knows, drop it in the chat. Where do we get our ARV from? All right. We can use PropWire. Right. PropWire will give you the comps. Zillow gives you comps as well, Mike. Wes, yes. So we go right here, we get comps. Okay, comps for this property. Okay, I like to break it down here for last sold. Okay, sold within, I usually say 6 months. For accurate comps, 6 months and like a half a mile radius within a half a mile. So it's a single family, so that's good. And you can put down the beds and everything else, right? Let's put a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, right? So we're running comps now. This is how we run comps. Realtors give you comps as well. Realtors give you comps. All right, so just looking here, the highest comp that I see so far is like 380, okay? 380. Then we got 385, we got 250. All right, just for this exercise sake, let's just call it 380, right? This is the comps. The realtor give you a better understanding of comps, but this is just on a surface base, right? 380. Okay, so remember that number. 380 is the number. Where's our flip calculator? All right, so we back to our calculator. So this is ARV, 380,000. All right, construction costs. Your contractor is going to tell you what it takes. Remember, guys, we bought the property for 170. You've seen that in real time. 170,000. All right, this was the purchase. Okay, what's it going to take to fix this place up so it can be sellable? Let's call it 100 grand. All right, so we buy it for 170. We invest another 100,000. 100,000 might be too much. It's way too much. I wouldn't even do that. The numbers don't make too much. So let's say 75. And that's on a higher end, right? We'll talk about construction or interest on a construction loan. We'll put 0 for now. No points on that, okay? What was the purchase price, family? Anybody remember? Who's still with me? This is class time. I need y'all to rock with me. How much was it for? 170, Joe. Let's go. Let's get active, all right? How long does it take to flip? Well, if it's me, 4 to 5 months. Some people might go 9 months to do a flip. So your whole time, let's just put 6 months. You know, this is how long it's gonna take you to buy the property, you know, invest in the property and get out of it. All right. Amount being financed. This is where the hard money comes in, family. Hard money, right? Remember I told you hard money is gonna give you 80, 90% towards the purchase. All right, so that means we're financing about 80% of that purchase. Right? For me, I bought it cash, straight cash. But you don't need to have 170,000 to buy it. You can come up with 20% of that money. All right, 10% of that money. All right, what's 80% of 170? 136,000. That's what they'll be financed. What's the interest on this loan that we're getting from the hard money? Typically 12%. All right. The points on the purchase, about two points. All right, that's basically the fees that they put on that loan for that agent. All right. Property tax depends on where you are. You know, let's call it 5K. Appraisal fee, you gotta go through appraisal. This is part of running your numbers, right? You gotta go through the appraisal. We gotta make sure that everything is valid. Appraisal is gonna be like $500. You're gonna do an oil tank sweep, like another, let's call it $300. Application fee is usually nothing, right? Attorney fees, you gotta have an attorney on the deal, all right? Let's call it another 1,000. Home inspection, let's call it $350. Staging is, you don't need staging for this. You don't need to put anything in there, right? But agent commission, this is a big one. When you sell a property, you gotta make sure you factor in these numbers. All right, you gotta make sure you factor in these numbers. 5% is typically what you give an agent, 5%. All right, so we calculate, let's calculate it. This is how you know if it makes sense to do the deal, okay? It gives you all your numbers, what you need at closing, right? $42,000 you need to bring to closing to take this property. So a $170,000 property, you need to bring $42,000 to closing to get this property. All right, they're gonna give you the construction budget, 75K. They're gonna give you that. Hard money is gonna give you guys that, right? You don't have to worry about it. What's the holding cost? Remember, we said we're gonna hold this for about 6 months. So during those 6 months, we still gotta be paying to the hard money. Okay, we gotta pay $10,000 during that 6 months. That's your holding cost. All right. Selling costs. Okay, this is what basically after paying the realtor fee, the attorneys, all right, conveyance tax, okay, and whatever else is associated, this is typically a roundabout number, right? These are soft numbers that they're not going to be exactly to the T, but it's going to be very close. All right. But here's your profit, family. Let's talk about the profit. Estimated profit if everything goes well. About $100,000. You guys invested what? 40, 50, 60,000 to turn around and make this kind of money. All right. So you can print it and have it in a printable format like this. So if you needed to shop it around to your investors, you can send them this, make it nice and neat, make it look very clean. Okay. Make it look very clean. All right. So let's walk through my deal. Well, this is basically my deal, right? This is basically my deal right here, right? I was supposed to make $94,000 off this, but I had a different idea. I'll tell you guys my idea. This same property, let me show you guys. Let me share with you guys something really fast. See if I can pull it up. My brother D Love seen this. I'll show you guys something really fast. I think my Investors Academy family seen this too. But this is what we did with this. Instead of doing a single family, I don't know if you guys can hear it.
10 unit right here. I got 10 fishes in here.
Let's pause this for a second. This is my contractor. Linnea met him. His name is C's. It's my contractor, my partner, right? We took that single family, broke it down, and we did 10 efficiencies, 10 units in, right? So instead of just doing a regular rehab, we came in here and did a whole different transformation, right? Construction was supposed to only be $75,000. Remember? We put in $250,000. All right, much more than what it cost. Way more of the budget, right? But remember the numbers: 170 purchased, 250 on the rehab. Remember those numbers: 170,000. Okay, then 250,000 in the rehab. This is what it looks like now.
Look, this is my 10 unit right here. I got 10 fishes in here. Got 3 on this floor right here, 3 on the second floor, 2 in the basement, and 2 on the top. That's 10. They all efficiencies. We got this thing. You got your kitchen, refrigerator, cooktop, sink. Got your barnyard door for the bathroom. Open the bathroom, your toilet, sink for your shower. And you got closet space too. Crazy. Right here, I'm gonna set up voice and video. So if you are in the top floor and somebody you get a delivery or you get somebody come to see you, instead of you running all the way up there to come down here, the wrong person, the wrong doorbell, you can see them and talk to them from your room.
So the idea here, family, is we got 10 units. We can do travel nurses. We could do Airbnb. Currently, we're doing veterans assistance. We got VAs occupying about 6 of these units out of the 10. So that's guaranteed monthly income. All right, that's guaranteed monthly income. Let's finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Brick wall, baby. When you walk in, you got your bed, your kitchen right here, your refrigerator, your cabinets, your stand-up shower, your toilet. They're trying to give it New York vibes, baby. Also got the like I told you downstairs, the voice and video. You don't gotta go all the way downstairs to see what to do. Put a nice TV up here. This is basically gonna be for like Airbnb, traveling nurses. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Show y'all in the room. The mini split right here is called mini split cassette. It's right here blow out heat and cold air. Right here. Every unit same way. Put your refrigerator, your cabinets, your sink, bathroom sink, your toilet.
So yeah, John, we make sure zoning is correct. You know, we make sure we pull permits, we make sure everything is tight, right? Now, it doesn't stop there, family. I wanted to share that with you guys. We shot that video months ago. It's occupied now. I actually wanted to walk through this one for my what do you call it? The ride along I'm putting together. We're gonna do the ride along next month, but we pushed it back just to make sure you know, we had a little bit more time to market it the right way. But you guys you'll get updated with that. So you can see this in person. You can see this in real time, right? Now, let's continue. Okay, this was the pictures of, you see how nice it looked, right? This is, you know, I'm not a visionary when it comes, when you get it like this, I hate seeing it like this. This is how it looks. You know, my contractor, my partner sees, he's the visionary. This is how it started. This is ugly. All right, so we got that going, right? I'm not just saying that for bragging points. Well, maybe I am a little bit, because this is the ultimate. Remember, we were only supposed to make $94,000 off the net, right, family? Do y'all remember that? What was the numbers? 170 in, and how much did we invest with the rehab? Anybody remember? 250. Gage, you're paying attention. Let's get it. Bobby's on it too. Let's get it. So let me tell you guys what it's appraised for recently, because now we're not dealing residential anymore. We get into that commercial, right? We get into that commercial side of things. Let me show y'all something. Where is my appraisal? Where is my appraisal, family? Show you guys the appraisal. All right, here's the appraisal. We just did the appraisal, okay? We use this company, did appraisal, same address. I'm just showing you guys what's going on, keeping everything consistent. Let you guys know there ain't no cap in my game, all right? Can anybody read that? Somebody drop it in the chat if you can see that. I don't gotta say it. Okay. Appraisal just came back $1 million plus. So if you do the numbers, what we do the numbers? 170 plus 250. What's the total there? What's the total there? 170 plus 250. 420 in. 420 in. To get double plus some. Okay, now every deal isn't going to be a home run. Every deal is not going to be ballpark. We were good at 94K. We were good there. But we took a little risk on ourselves. We took a little risk and said, hey, listen, let's go for it. Let's go for the gusto. And this is what we did. So I'm just showing you guys, like, options of doing this stuff is limitless. Okay, it's limitless, right? From a 94K profit to now a 600,000 plus profit, and that's if we decide to sell. Sometimes you want to hold, sometimes you want to sell. I don't mind selling because I could just go and repeat this again and again and again. I keep doing this, I'll make way more money from doing it this way than doing a cash flow play. Most people only make a $300-400 profit every month. I'm not doing small deals. If you're small-minded and you want to do small things, go for it. My imagination goes wide. It's huge. So I like big things. I like big profits. I got a big family. I got a big tummy to fill. Right? I got to fill it up with a lot. So this is the type of stuff I like to do. I like big projects. You get this in the academy. Anybody on the call that's in the academy, you getting this. This is just for other people to understand what we're doing or how we getting active. All right. You're getting this. Every deal won't be 600, but we doing 100. This is it. This is our average. These 94K plays, 100K plays, all day. This is all day. All right. I just want to let you know, if I'm telling you we could do a 94K play, I'm not talking out my ass. I just showed you $1 million play. All right. So when I look at a 94K profit, that's a walk in the park. All right. So what we do, we get our hard money. I just walk you guys through that. You put it under contract, you close on a property, and then you can do burst strategy or you can sell it. right? The burst strategy is you rehab it, you rent it out, right? You put tenants in it, and then you refinance. That's if you're gonna keep it. Or you rehab it and you sell it. Either way it goes, get your money. Get your money, fam. All right. So these are my numbers. We talked about that, right? And yeah, that's it, fam. Look, if you follow me on Instagram, follow me. If you don't, follow me now, right? Continue following me if you do. If you don't, you got to start following, because I drop these gems and I'm about to start talking way more about real estate, because so many people that's out there talking about real estate that's not really getting active like that, right? You're not really getting active, and it makes no sense for them to be out there talking when I'm getting active and I don't even say much about it. I just keep it within my community. All right, I keep it within my community, and I'm gonna give you guys a chance to jump on a call. If you're not in the academy, and you want to jump on, I'm not taking any deposits today. I'm just gonna see if you're a good fit. I give you guys the link. Jump on a call. Let's see if we can work together. If you're interested in jumping in and learning how this works, jump in. All right. Give you guys a little information about the academy. All right. It's a 6-month program. You guys will learn all of this stuff on the call. Click the link, jump on the call. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get active. There's a lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good stuff. But the main purpose is to invest in real estate and make money. The main problem I see most people doing out here, the issue with most of these academies and most of these programs, is they might teach you how to go get money, right? Most of them don't even know how to do that well, but they might teach you how to go and get the access to the capital, okay? But they have no strategy for how to use it. Then you might find a bunch of people that give you all these strategies, the Airbnb gurus, all these real estate gurus, all these turbo gurus, but they never really show you how to make the money or access the capital to do it. Here we give you both. We give you the best of both worlds. You get the money and you get the strategy, all right? Then you get the community of people that's doing it in real time, right? The community is priceless. Like, knowing other people that's doing it and how they're getting active is priceless. It's priceless. So, go ahead, read it through. You get mentored by me, investment opportunities. I'm finding these deals. Everything I told you guys to do, I have a system already in place to bring me weekly deals, monthly deals, and I'm sharing it with the community. I'm sharing it with my community, right? My next chapter, my next year, 2 years is all about my community, right? I made these plays. I've done these plays. I've made money. I'm chilling. I want others to build up the same way that I built up. I want others to get active. All right. So, yeah. Let me see if I can take 1 or 2 questions. All right. Let me finish here. Right. We're gonna access the money. I told you guys that. Like, it's the same old routine thing. Like, by now you should know my deal. Like, get you access the capital, and now I'm making sure that you use the capital right. That's it. Right. So I can take you through all the perks and everything else. But if you're interested in getting access to the capital and making money, jump on a call. The spots are definitely limited. I'll tell you like that, though. Jump on a call. If there's a good fit, we're able to take another 5 people, because my investing academy, we was taking 10. We had about 15 people, 20 people come in, but everybody wasn't a good match. So, this is a match game. I'm not just doing it just because I'm trying to get some more people in the academy. I need to make sure that you're structured the right way, right? And what does that look like? The prerequisites. Let's talk about prerequisites for a minute. For a quick second. All right. For a quick second, let's talk about prerequisites. All right. Prerequisites for this program. All right. You got to have the good credit. If you don't have good credit, meet me in the Discord. Let's fix that credit. If you don't have good credit, let's meet in the Discord. Okay. You got to be committed at least 5 hours a week. And that's the watching videos. That's the coming to class. It may not even be 5 hours. It may be less, but you got to be committed to it. None of this stuff comes easy, but I do have a clear roadmap for you guys to get through it. You got to be coachable, right? Because I'm going to tell you guys certain things that you may have heard before, may have not heard at all, but you got to have an open mind, an open heart to learn it and execute on it. Okay, got to be honest. Honesty rules the world, right? I only want to be around people that's honest. Because if I tell you something, you want to make sure that I'm being honest. So if you tell me something, I want to make sure that you're being honest. All right, we keep that kind of communication going. Positive mental attitude, right? because if you think you're gonna fail before you even start, then there's no help there. There's no hope there. I can't help anyone that feels like this is not real. All right, and then you should have like $1,000 to invest in yourself. It's the prerequisites. Nonetheless, jump on a call. I'll drop the link again. I'll take a few questions before I stab out of here. And you guys can enjoy your Sunday evenings. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Any questions I can answer? I do like 2 or 3 before I slide out of here. What's your credit score? My credit score right now, Kevin, is probably like a 745, 760. It gets beat up a lot though. I do a lot of hard pulls for these deals. So my credit score probably never touch an 800 again because I'm always actively using it. I don't care about 800. I'll get the same thing an 850 score will get with a 745, 750 any day because I know data points. I know how my credit is structured the right way. Inquiry removal on verified accounts. If there's verified accounts or open accounts on your personal, you don't touch those. We remove the inquiries on the business side. But if you like have too many inquiries on the personal side that are not attached to open accounts, you can remove those. If they're attached to open accounts, you got to live with those. You got to let those age out. All right. You see. You can definitely get 810 Alexa. You just gotta throw some installment loans on there. You're already on the right path though. Melissa, 1K is typically what you need to invest in yourself, just to start. But that's not the total for the academy. You know, the academy is 10K. But depending on what phase of it that you want, we do financing options. It's so much. The issue isn't about how much you put in, it's about what you get out. That's what I like to realize. If it costs me $10,000 for a program that could make me potentially 100K, then that investment is everything. That's ideal. That's where you want to be. But the current atmosphere of investing in real estate or in mentorships for real estate is they'll teach you how to do it, but they won't do it with you. So there's no guarantee of you getting through that process and making money. So my program is 10K. There's no hidden number. 1K could get you in the door. But even before you take your 1K, we're asking that you jump on a call and we'll figure out if you're a good match or if we're a good match. All right. I figure how much will it cost ballpark? Oh, Lorenzo's 10K. Yeah. But it's not all upfront. And we have financing options. We have a bunch of different ways that we can, get you in. The bundle, Denise, I think you're in the I know for a fact that you're in the Discord. And this week I'm dropping phase 1 of the How to Legally Rob the Bank course in the Discord. I'm doing that so anybody that can't afford the higher ticket programs can at least still get their feet wet, understanding the structure of your credit. That's everything. That's the beginning of it all. Credit, to fix the credit and structure the credit a certain way. So I'm dropping that this week so you can get started with that. And if you really wanted to fast forward, the bundle is in my bio for on Instagram. Let's go, Donald. Congratulations. I've seen that win in the Discord. You got your first 800 scores on your FICO scores. That was amazing, man. And you say you started in March. Your process has been great, bro. Your journey's been great. I see you, man. Another 6 months, you're going to be ideal in any lender's eyes. Any banker or any bank or any lender is going to want to do business with you, man. In the academy, do you go over Philly zoning and what's best to purchase and the process of changing? Absolutely. 100%, John. That's why my contract is there, right? I don't have 10,000 hours in flipping property. I probably got like 4,000 hours in understanding the mechanics of how certain things work. But I'm never going to say I'm the guru of rehab. That's not my thing. I'm an investor. But I bring the right people on board so that way we don't get hurt. I don't want you to go out there and get hurt by yourself. I bring the right people on board, introduce you to who I have, my team, my people, and you can use them. But at minimum, this is the thing. If you're not interested in any of that stuff, I'm going to do the deal for you. All you need to do is access the capital and let me run it. Let me run it. Let me run the play. I'm going to bring you back a 20% return on the profit. So if we were in that deal together and you said, hey, listen, I want to invest, I'm gonna put up a lot of money. So 170 for the purchase, 250 for the rehab, and you're like, yo, I know this is gonna take way longer than 4 to 6 months, but I'm with it. Well, then you would have got 20% of 600,000 on the back end. I can get all your money back. Anything that you invest, you get all your money back. All right, then you get 20% of the profit. So for the first example, it was 100K basically, right? And all you needed to bring to that table was about 60,000, 70,000, right? So if you invested 70,000, you got 20% of 100K on the back end, okay? So you get your 70,000 back plus an additional 20,000, and that's within 6 months, right? Those deals even get better than that, but you don't have to know anything about real estate, and I'm giving you those options. That's why I can't do deals with, or I can't allow too many people in the program, because I can only do but so many deals at once, right? Like we're actively doing like 10 deals right now. And it's not that we can't do multiple, it's just that we got to get the deal flow. It's a process in finding these deals. So, but when you find it, you share it with the community. We share with the community, hey, listen, you're next up. You take the money from the bank that you just accessed, you put it in this deal, we're going to give you a return. This is without you having to know anything, and then you learn along the way, but you're making money along the way. That's what it's all about. All right. Virgil, you're already hooked up. We already got a call. If you don't have the link, Virgie, shoot me a DM in the Discord. I'll send you the one-on-one link. I know you're new. You're right off the Investors Challenge, so we're gonna get active. We got some things to do. I don't want you to make any moves until we do our one-on-one, Virgie. All about your structure, fam. Yeah. So if you're not, yeah, Haley, you're right. So if you're not able to take advantage of the academy yet, then you go through the Discord to learn all the things that you need to do for the structure, that foundation. Because once you have the foundation, then I can take you to this, through sequence and also through the strategy. But structure, we don't do structure in the academy in terms of fixing the credit, because that could be a 6 to 12 month process alone. But you got to go do that. You got to get in the Discord. You start there, right? You start there with the Discord, and you can still learn the great things along the way, because we got funding calls where you can do funding for someone else and make money. We have what else we have? We got digital marketing calls, we got Airbnb calls, a bunch of different things that you guys can do for a side hustle until you get to the academy status. All right. Have a charge on credit. How do you fix it? How hard is it to fix? It's hard to move charge-offs, but there's a process for everything. And we're doing pre-litigation right now for a lot of credit repair. So if you come into the Discord, you can get way more information on that. You can team up with the team, lock in with the team, get some letters, send them out. It could take 6 months. It could take 12 months. It may not come off at all. But if you don't make any moves, you can know for sure it would never come off. Right? I can't promise any specific thing until we kind of start and see where it is, right? Start sending out those letters and see how they respond. Yeah, we teach credit, how to clean up credit in the Discord. I stopped teaching the credit repair process just so I could focus more on these strategies, but I have a team within my community, within my Discord, within my family that's teaching exactly what to do with credit repair. So you still get all the access. We still share the same information. I have calls with them weekly to make sure that we're still aligned and making sure that my strategies are being implemented with the process, so you can still get your credit repaired like I was teaching it to you. Collections, we have the letters in the Discord. We use Metro 2. But collections is simple. You send a collection letter out, that validation letter, they usually run away. Bankruptcy. So this is the thing, family. We can help you do it, or you can do it yourself, because all the tools are in there. All the tools are in there. When I tell you all the tools are in there, it's in there. All right. Someone said bankruptcy. Before you pay someone $2,000-$3,000 for bankruptcy, just go right in here in the Discord. Jump in the Discord, okay? Come to the Credit Repair Library. come into these archives. I gotta clean this up a little bit more, but come into the archive, and here's the bankruptcy play. Okay, here's the bankruptcy play. I give you all the letters, how to go about it, how to send it out, all right, how to follow up, you know, things for free. The whole bankruptcy play is right here. Okay, whole entire bankruptcy play is right here. Give you guys exactly what you need, all the letters, what bankruptcy is about. Okay, I give it all to you. I'm not, you know, most people are like trying to charge you $10, $20 per letter, whatever. I'm in to get everything you need, plus the help, plus the assistance. All right. Access the Discord. Discord link is right here. All right. All right, so we're gonna rock out to 8:30 Eastern time, and then I'll let you guys roll. Okay. Hit the Discord. Definitely hit the Discord. 126 plus 70, great pay for sure. For sure. All right. You're in Queens, John? Yeah, lock in. Let's work. Let's work. That's beautiful. It's beautiful to know, John. You're close by. Let's work. How many people want to do a ride along? Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to do a ride along and see this in person, do a weekend in Philly, you know, and get active. If that makes sense for you. If you'd like to do that, if you'll be interested in something like that, drop a 1. Oh yeah, let's do it then. It's coming. I got you guys. We're gonna have a great weekend. Great weekend, right? We gotta clear the air, clear the smoke, all this weirdo stuff going on with all these guys that's in the real estate market. Come and learn it the right way. Learn it hands-on, not just through one stage and you see these people one time and no. Come and learn it in person, live. Let's get active. Let's do what we gotta do. How do you see properties are for sale on prop buyer and only showing off market? So for sale, so on prop buyer, let's just run through that really fast. You come to prop buyer, all right? Come to prop buyer. Come to prop buyer. You could basically segment what you want, what kind of leads, right? All right, you can go cash buyers, you go free and clear. Okay, I like cash buyers, I like free and clear. All right, you could do auctions, you could do bank owned, you know. MLS active, this means it's actively on MLS. You could click those if you want to see which ones are on market. You could do pre-foreclosures. I like off-market deals because that's where you get a lot of, you know, discount, right? You could do probate deals, all right? Then I do Philadelphia, and then boom. Generate me a list. All right, this list for my buy box or for my segment to list 275,000 listings. Right. So we'll go through this. Go through all of these one by one, man. See what you like. See what fits. Right. You click them. You get the information, and then here's the beautiful part. Right. It only costs 10 cents to call these people. Just click this. You click in here. Right. Absentee owner, free and clear. Right. 65K listed for sale. All right. How do we reach out to these people? Let's look at owner. Click owner. Okay. Mailing address, PO box. This is actually bank owned. It's bank owned. So let's find one that's not bank owned. Let's find one that's not bank owned. Let's take bank owned off. Individual on 85K, right? Let's just say we wanted to get this for whatever reason. We kind of ran our numbers. We went through basically what we just talked about. Go to the owner, right? Look at the owner. Angel Gonzalez, okay? You click the skip trace button here to get their information. All right, skip trace. Costs 10 cents. All right. They're gonna get you the numbers and possibly the emails and the. Every week on Discord, there's business funding with T. I got a big T, or bi-weekly on the Discord. Talks about business funding all the time. So you got questions on it, you could just come in and ask your questions. I'm giving a community for people to be able to have access to help. Because yes, you could go on an instant, or you could go on the internet any day and kind of pull information and go and run it. But you can't ask the YouTuber, hey, how do you actually run this play? They're not gonna answer you until you pay them. So the community allows you to reach these coaches and ask your questions as you need it. As you're going through it in real time, you can call the coaches and ask, or you can reach out to the coaches and ask, hey, how do I do such and such? All right, that's what the community is all about. Let's go. Appreciate you too, Mr. Brandon. Let's go. Alan's in Jersey. Alan, you my dog, man. We're gonna rock and roll, man. We're gonna go right to Philly. Even before the ride along happens, if you're doing a deal in the academy, I'm gonna be able to take you right there. We could go and see the properties and learn in real time. It's getting cold, but we'll still do our thing. Make a day out of it. I got another 5 minutes for the fan. You guys got any other questions? Guys got any other questions? I'll be happy to take them. I'll be happy to take them. All right. Always, Donald, thank you guys for being a part of the community. Thank you for coming up here and listening to me rant for a whole hour and some change. Don't take that lightly, but if you're serious about getting active, serious about getting to the next level, listen, I got the plays. I got it figured out. I got it where you have at least a roadmap to understanding how to get to the next level. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. Anifa, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna tap into this, like take a whole entire session in the academy and do this like within ourselves, Linnea. Like, so it's all love.